Hello everybody, today we'll be reviewing the, and gameplay, reviewing the PPSH from Blockade 3D. Well, let's jump into this. The PPSH's damage is 15, rate of fire is 10, clip is 71, ammo is 213, and distance is 80.
MP40's damage is 19, rate of fire is 11.1, the clip is 32, the ammo is 224, I'm gonna say. The distance is 80, and back to you.
And so in that case, the MP40 is a lot more powerful and faster gun, but the PPSH has a lot more ammo and supportive ammo capacity than the MP40. So liking it depends on what you want, firepower or capacity. Once again, like the Mosin, is either you love it or you hate it. If you like high capacity clips, you'll like the PPSH. If you like power and fire rate, you'll like the MP40. So,
alright. The PPSH is a Russian submachine gun used in World War II, used by the Soviet armed forces.
yes, and it was also used in the Korean War also. 6 million PPSHs were manufactured, and it was in service from...
Oh, right. It was in service from 1941 through late 1960s.
Yeah, and one time is in real life that its rate of fire is up to 900 to 1,000 rounds per minute, making it a very good SMG. In game, its reload speed is pretty fast for a drum mag-fed gun. Speaking of mag-fed, a real-life version of a mag-fed selective fire SMG using a open-bolt blowback action gun made largely of stamped steel. It can be loaded with either box or drum mag. Very weak, but the speed and capacity makes up for it.
Its weird design and historic features makes it unique.
Yes, and it's fun gun to use occasionally. So, to our opinions on it, I'll let you go first on this one. What is your opinion on the PPSH?
Well, it is a somewhat got a lot of ammo, and for the clip, yeah, it's got a somewhat pretty good round.
And yeah, for such a high capacity gun, it reloads extremely fast. Think about it, you're reloading 71 rounds in like 2 seconds. And if you are watching gameplay, you can see the reload speed is amazing. And it is a very good SMG. But majorly it's weak, very weak, so it takes
pretty weak.
Yeah, it's pretty weak. It takes almost 20, like pretty much almost 20 bullets to take one man down. But the fire rate is decent for an SMG. It's decent. It's not as fast as the MP40, but yeah, it's decent and it has a lot of ammo. It's a lot of ammo, pretty much. It's very supportive gun.
But for the most part, like if this gun was to be really good, it would have to be, for one, has a pretty good like fire rate of, you know, how fast it shoots, or second, it would have a high damage.
But yeah, like I said, it really depends on the person, because like I said, if you want good fire rate and good power and good damage or whatever you want, go with MP40. But if you want very supportive and kind of fast and a lot of ammo, go with the PPSH. But here's my final opinion on it. I guess you could say it's pretty much in my opinion, I would go with the MP40. I do have the PPSH, I use it occasionally, but the MP40 is better for me because I like faster fire rate and I like some power. Well, because it just is good for me, because even though I do like me some ammo in there, it's definitely, I think the MP40 is better, because the MP40 and the PPSH are both same price, so you're practically getting better stuff from the MP40, but yeah, just, it really depends on the person, but here's the thing, it's very, very cheap in the game, it's very cheap, so even though it's have a damage disadvantage, it's pretty cheap, and it's like if you're someone who doesn't want to go into the giant, what, $3 guns, and you just want a 71, I believe it's 70 cents or something, then go with either PPSH or the MP40, depending on what you like. But like anything else you would say?
I really don't know. All I know is it's just not really a good of a weapon to use.
Yeah, it's not the best weapon in the world. It's okay for its price, and it's what was I thinking? Oh, and it does have some backstory to it. So it does have some backstory to it. So
well, I do have something to say. I just remembered. If you really want to take the person out, you gotta hit the person a lot, like have a really good accuracy to kill the person a lot better.
And you might see the iron sights on it. I incredibly dislike the iron sights on it. They're not very easy to aim with, and they're just weird looking. It's not the weirdest looking sights I've seen in the game. There's a lot more weirder sights out there, but it's kind of hard to aim these new sights. So I like the hip fire really a lot. Because in Blockade, hip firing and sighting in doesn't make a difference. You're just going to be as accurate. It's not like any other game where hip firing is inaccurate. So I would recommend hip firing a lot, because you'll see a good bit of that. Because when I tried using the sights in the game, it was a bit hard to do, and I didn't get as many kills that way. And yeah, it's. How do I put this?
It's basically
decent.
It's a fine gun. You just gotta hit the person really accurate, like, if you want to get the person to die. You
gotta just get people from behind and just you just gotta get people. You can't just 1v1 with it. It's hard to 1v1, especially if they have something better. And here's a good example that you see in the video. So some of the team were starting to be jerks and started spawn blocking, which caused the enemy team to start camping us and pushing up on our base. So you can see in that situation, it didn't work well as a just go and push up, but it worked very supportive, where I was like actually kind of like getting some people out of the area, so some of my teammates could push out and push up on them. And towards the end of the game, we won, of course, because we were already winning in the beginning because Spawn Walker came in. But the capacity makes it very supportive, and you can just, like, if that ever happens, you're being camped, you can stay in a corner near your spawn and just spray. And one thing you can say, since it's high capacity and it's stuff, it's a very, very much a spray and pray gun. You just want to, you want to be accurate, but let's be honest, with capacity, you just want to spray and pray everyone down with it, because it's just one of those kind of guns. And it's unique, it's very unique looking. It has a long, like a long steel barrel with like a wooden stock, and it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast, but it's okay. I did die a lot in the gameplay, if you were paying attention, and it's not the #1 best gun in the game. It's a gun you might use if you're just starting the game. It's a good starter gun. How about that? It's a good starter gun.
Well, for a machine gun, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good starter gun. Like if you're looking for your first buy, that would be a good first buy. But in my opinion, I'm definitely going with the MP40 instead.
Well, actually, to be honest,
what I like.
Yeah, well, to be honest, basically, like for your starters, machine gun. Yeah, like the machine guns, they are a little bit more powerful than this gun is. But the starter machine guns don't have as much ammo as this gun.
But yeah, if you just got level 6 and you're new to the game, it's a good starter. Like, it's a good first buy, I guess you could say. But like I said, I would go with the MP40, but it really depends on the person and who the user is. The highest kill streak I got in the gameplay was about 5 kills. I wasn't doing good like the Mosin. I can't really do good with it. And oh yeah, forgot to mention, sorry if you noticed how bad off my accuracy is. It is, I was trying to spray and pray, but also it's because I'm using a new mouse and it's a lot more sensitive, and I'm just getting used to it. But just mentioning that, but like I said, I would honestly go with MP40, but what would you go with, the PPSH or the MP40?
Well, since actually thinking about it, its damage, actually I kind of like got that a little confused. Well, this gun, for its damage, it is somewhat a fine thing, because I think it's like, yeah, I think it's a little bit higher than like one of them guns that you start with. But I would rather go for the MP40 because of how high its damage and its rate of fire is. Yeah. And also ammo.
But that about sums it up. Me and him will both go with MP40, but the PPSH really depends on the user. You either love it or you hate it. It's like the Mosin. But yeah, I think that sums it up. And any last thoughts?
Not that I know of.
Alright, I guess that sums it up, and I'll be doing more of these reviews in the future, and signing off.